Please. Yay. Let's see what's going on here. I can see it, I can see it. I can see it, I can see it. Yeah. Alright, so now that I officially know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that this thing is live. Oh my god, guys. I'm so sorry about this. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Just give me one more second. Yay, there we go. Alright, let me go ahead and shrink this. Actually, I need to flip that over to cam so you get to see my lovely fat knee. Wonderful, fat, watery piece of crap knee. Anyway. I'm gonna shrink this down so I can see chat. Give me a second, guys, so that I can get this shared out. Sassy is live on YouTube. Go check it out. There's that. Give me a second, guys. I have everything. I'm super professional. So super professional. So super. And so professional. Not really. I've been fighting with this for the last hour. I am such a sad person. Such a sad person. Oh, God. Sometimes technology gets the better of you, but you can't let it get you down. Can't let it get you down. Nice that you can go to St. Petersburg and not see your daughter. Just saying. Hey. Give me a second, and I will be ready to go. Try that. Sassy's finally live on YouTube. Go check it out. Let me go. Log out over here. Go over here real quick. Make a post here. Post. Let me go share that on. Let me go share it on Twitter. That you guys get to see my knee. You know what? I should make it interesting for you guys. Here. This is what we're working on today. So then that way you don't have to see my knee anymore. Because I'm a big goober. Oh, I'm such a goober. Oh, one more share out, and then I'll be ready to go, guys. I appreciate patience. I surely do appreciate your patience. Hello, everybody here on Instagram. People know me as Sassy, but my God-given name is April, and I am currently live streaming on YouTube, on the YouTubes, and the that I'll share in a moment So you guys just need to be able to hear me. So, and I have chat open so I can see chat. You can hear me drink Mountain Dew because I'm a big fatty. But, alright, so I'm going to show a few techniques that Jazza uses when he does photo blue. The other thing is I'm going to be using a stylus to trace this out. And I'm not talking about this kind of stylus. This is a Wacom stylus. I'm going to be talking about this. Now this has one of those phone styluses on the end. But this is what I call a stylus. It's an old pen that doesn't have any ink in it anymore. And what I do is I just kind of go through this and trace this all down. Now this is just my rough base image. What I'm going to do is once I get all the photo blue in, I am going to go ahead and I get everything traced down on the paper. I am going to go ahead, scan this into my scanner, which is down here underneath me, next to my fat knee. And I'm going to then take this into Photoshop. The rest of my image is Photoshop. So you will be able to see, I will flip over to a screen view, you will be able to see my screen. At which point, chat may or may not be in the window. I couldn't tell you one way or the other. So, you don't want to say, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to say something you're going to regret. If you're a troll, then I will have video proof that you're a troll. I will send that off to YouTube, showing that you are a troll. I am not afraid of this. The reason why you guys don't get picture camera here on YouTube, and they do over on Twitch, is they treat me better over at Twitch. I have mods over at Twitch that if you start trolling me, you're getting banned. Okay? This is risky for me because I know this is risky for me. Okay? Doing stuff on YouTube. Because I know how bad the trolls get over here. They're not fun. They are not fun to deal with. Like, I had to deal with one at 3 o'clock this morning because I was in so much pain I was awake. I have fibromyalgia. And my goddaughter, basically my niece, she has a YouTube channel too. Well, this guy, girl, whatever, was trying to push their beliefs. We'll go with beliefs. Their belief systems on my soon-to-be 13-year-old niece, saying how wrong and how unjust and how ungodly a video that she had put together of different images that some of them she drew, some of them friends drew, of the whole Markiplier, Septiplier thing that was going on in the community, in their communities for a while. Okay, and she likes to make Nightwish videos, so that's what she does. Okay, well, this was one of her older Nightwish videos, and I figured, I'll use it to get a hold of her because I haven't talked to my niece in a while. Okay, well, since then, this person, supposed human being, has been harassingly posting a long dissertation on how wrong that video is, based on Christian beliefs. Now, I'm sorry, granted, and I will be the first one to say it, I am a non-denominational Christian. And I'm sorry about if it's really jarring, I'm doing it on This is a Jimmy Rig from Jimmy Rig Hell. Anyway, so, how very unchristian the video is. How she will be judged thusly when rapture comes. First and foremost, to say that to a soon-to-be 13-year-old girl, whoever you are, and yeah, I'm kind of putting this person on blast a little, because this aggravated the hell out of me. It's gotten to the point of harassment. I've reported the person twice. Because I know the mother. I've known the mother since high school. I know the mother's belief system. And, this is, very offensive. It's also unwarranted criticism of a 13-year-old girl and the videos that she assembles. Especially with some of the issues that she deals with. Okay? I'm not saying what I did was right, but I blasted this person. Okay? I full blasted this person. Okay? Okay? I full blasted this person. I'm not even sugarcoating this. I basically said in all certain terms, I was like, how unchristian do you have to be to post this on a 13-year-old girl's YouTube channel? You are right. Thank God that the rapture is coming. You are also correct. And some people, they do believe that the rapture is coming. So, I am a non-denominational Christian. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to hide it. But, alright. But it's not their place to make that judgment. If you see where I'm coming from. To those who do believe in Jesus. Okay? And to those, even if you don't, I will say this. If you don't want my views or anybody else's views shoved down your throat, then don't shove yours down ours. It's called quid pro quo. I can't say it. Common decency. We'll go with common decency. It's common decency. Common human decency. That you don't act like a complete and total asshole to a 13-year-old girl. And that's where I'm going to squash that one. Alright. So, as you can tell, these are two photo references. Now, I can pull them up when I go to screen, but these are photo reference. I drew them out, traced them out on this. I'm putting them down on this paper. Then I'm going to scan this paper into the computer. Now, if you guys saw my video, you know that I changed my mind. Originally, I was going to do the Joker and Harley Quinn. and they would have worked, but I couldn't find a picture that would have worked in the fashion that I was going for. And the artist that I chose to do this in, if you can tell by this is a soup can. This is my swap. Okay, I am making Deadpool soup. And if anybody in the art community knows the reference, I am doing Andy Warhol, who is a phenomenal artist. Who also dealt with some mental health issues. So, anyway, the styles swap I'm doing is with the character that I'm using is Deadpool, and the style is going to be Andy Warhol. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take two of Andy Warhol's famous paintings to construct this. Wow, it just keeps sliding down on me. Oh, let me move over a little, guys. Okay. Here we go. So, and the two pictures I'm going to use, as you can see here, it's going to be the Campbell soup can. And you guys have all seen, and I'll throw up the pictures later, but you guys have all seen those pictures of the different colored, you got the 6 panels in one painting, and each one of them is the same picture of the same person, but they're different colors. Well, that's what I'm going to do with this Campbell soup can. I am going to take this, and not only am I going to change the colors, but the wording on the can. So, like, the first base one is going to say Deadpool soup. It's going to say Deadpool up here, soup. And then I'm going to have like a rocker underneath that says certifiably crazy. And each time I'm going to change that rocker. I'm going to change it a different color. I'm going to change the wording on it. And it's going to be very meta. Because we all know that Deadpool is very meta. He's a fourth wall breaking son of a bitch. And yes, I am going to cuss on YouTube. Oh no! I do it on Twitch. I never claimed to be family friendly. I claim to be semi-family friendly. So, like, PG-13? So, that's what it is. And that's the concept that I'm going with. It's Andy Warhol meets Deadpool, which I thought was... Now, granted, this idea actually originated from my husband. He's like, why don't you do Deadpool? If you can't find anything for Joker, why don't you do Deadpool? Deadpool would work really well with Andy Warhol. I'm like, you are so brilliant. How are you so smart when you act so dumb? So, yeah. So that's it. So this is where this came from. And all these lines and everything that I'm tracing out right now, like this and this, these are all shadow areas. Like where the color changes, or the color like amplifies or decreases, and that's what's gonna make this thing pop. That's what's gonna make this thing be like super boss. But so plus, okay, now you guys are also, the next question I'm going to answer is, why you live stream? Well, first and foremost, on YouTube, I can do the live stream. It posts directly to YouTube within a couple of hours. And then I have my record. Because in order to enter the contest, I have to have a record showing that I drew this. That this was me drawing this picture at this time, at this moment, you know. He does, and he does that so he can do verification that the artwork that he's looking at, I did, you know. Okay, now, Jazza, I know you're gonna watch this, okay? Because you have to, okay? I'm gonna say this right now. I learned this from another YouTuber. Okay? And that YouTuber does it for realism. There is no shame in your game if you trace. No shame. As long as the photo reference is royalty free. And I'm going to leave it at that. By the way, nice cover up on the pug prints. I wouldn't have been able to cover up my dog. There would never have been a way. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, okay, he also has another channel. It's a vlogging channel. You guys should go check that one out if you like vlogs and things. Anyway, and he's very honest and very forthcoming with his family. I mean, there are certain things that he keeps for anonymity, and other things, because he's had problems with stalkers, crazy people, you know. So, anyway. He, so, he's in the process, he's in the process of building Studio 2, or Jazza Studios 2, which come about from him. If you want to know more about it, you can go look through the vlogs. He goes into detail, but it's been a long, wet, soggy road, and a very emotional, exciting one as well. And he the other day was going to plan on leaving his legacy in the wet cement that was being put down around the studio too, because they had to redo the cement and level everything out, and proper drainage. So, it's all it's tits now. It's tits for tats now. And he went and he carved their names, all of them, his son, his wife, and him, in the concrete with a end of a paintbrush and a molding tool for clay, like a clay molder. And before he did this, he went inside to go check out how the paint job was going on and everything like that. Well, he found out that the dogs got out because his pug put her paw prints all over the newly laid cement. And then he had to go and rough it all up and give it texture and whatnot. Because the pug. So, yeah. It was funny. It was kind of cute, too. Anyway, but yeah, no, I watch his vlog and I watch his channel. Now, if you are really into drawing and you are really into, like, you want to get into digital art, or even you want to start a new YouTube channel, check him out. Okay, here's where you can go check him out. You can check him out either on his vlog channel, which is Daily Jazza, or you can do the Draw with Jazza, which is his drawing and tutorial channel here on YouTube, or you can go check him out on Skillshare. And for people who subscribe to Draw with Jazza, you get, I think it's like something like 2 free months with a code in one of the videos to Skillshare. He just did a extensive tutorial lesson set, taught us on starting a YouTube channel. Now I'm like a quarter of the way through, and I mean, I haven't watched any more of the videos. I got like through to like the 3rd video, and then I stopped because I had to get schoolwork done. So I'm trying to fit everything in. But I will tell you this, when it comes to starting a YouTube channel, there's nobody better to teach you. If you're starting brand new with Creative Cloud, or I think it's Animate, which used to be Flash animation, through Adobe, there's nobody better to teach you how to use that program. If you want to learn about markers, go see Bailey J. And like down in the comments, who do you like to watch for artwork? That's a good question right there. Who do you like to watch? And don't be biased, because suck ups don't get extra benefits here. Anyway. But yeah. But yeah, let's see. The top 5 that are currently in my YouTube list are Lockery Fine Art, Jazza, Mark Crilly, and Bailey J, and then Jason. Oh, I'm trying to remember his last name. Jason something. He does. He's in the UK. He's a really good artist. Those are the top 5 that I watch. I'm very primary on the top 4. Bailey J is really good when it comes to Copic markers, marker tutorials, watercolor, just those things. Now, if we're talking about crafts, if you like making crafts and you like making cards, I would strongly suggest you go check out Made It with May made it, and so did I. Holy crap, that woman is amazing. Like, serious. Like, at least twice a week I fall asleep to one of these channels. I'm not even kidding you. I'll be watching it and I'll just pass out. And it's not because y'all are boring or anything. It's just I'm so used to your voice being in my ear, it's soothing. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I think I've almost got everything traced. I'll have to pull this up to see for sure. But yeah, I think everything's here. Let me check it. Now, if you're wondering why the tape looks like that, I did that on purpose. I wanted to make the tape less sticky, so it wouldn't do that. But it did it anyway. That's nice. See how it roughed up my paper? I was trying to avoid that, and that's why I made it a little sticky. Goober. There's also a trick with magic tape that's amazing that you can do with colored pencils. If you take colored pencils, like, I won't do it on this page, but you know what? I'll do it on the bottom of the tracing paper. Okay, watch. Watch this. This is something I learned from Lisa. Let's say you put down a layer of this. Okay. And then you put down something darker over top of it. Like this. Okay, you can take Scotch Magic's tape. You can pull it on top with a stylus. Do this. Okay. And then just pull it up a little. What it does is it picks up some of the tint and it leaves texture on your paper. You can do that with a lot of different pencils that way. But yeah, so that was something I just learned. Not a big deal. But anyway, back to let me back to the stylus real quick. looks like it's about good. Come on, don't stick to my paper, baby, please. Oh, that one came off nice and pretty. Now this line right here, these are letter, where I'm putting letters, and that's the center of the can. So, yeah. Yeah, everything's down. Yeah, everything's right where I wanted it. Yeah, there it goes. There we go. That's there. Got it. Got it! Alright, so that's done. Alright. Now, we're going to go back to the photo blue. Now, I have this here. This is where letters are going to go here and down in here. Okay? This is the division of the can. So I'm just going to put really light lines right there and there. So, and I figured this would also be the easiest way to get this piece done. Because, okay, and I'm gonna show you something that I learned from Draw with Jazza. There's a trick that you can do in Photoshop to remove all that blue pencil. Now, if you want to see the reasons why some artists like me and like other like illustrators and stuff use either red or blue pencil, I'll put a link down in the description when this video goes live to a video from Bailey J. I actually need to keep a list of all of this stuff. Yeah. On why people use red or blue pencil. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. And I did those trace outs a couple days earlier. Like, or like, I haven't figured out how the words are gonna work, but I think it's gonna be like Deadpool soup, certifiably crazy, and then each one of them at the bottom is gonna change. No, we mean it. Seriously, it's crazy. Which is an idea that came from my husband as well. So yeah. But yeah, typically right now I'd be watching a Mark Curley video. But and there's a series of videos on here from last month's creation. I didn't have a computer that was strong enough to live stream yet, but now I do, and I'm kind of glad because I'd rather just do this all in one shot. I also have a video that's ready to go live on a Draw My Life that I did for myself. I might revamp that one. and just record a voiceover or draw it up in cartoons. I don't know. Because I have that one, and then I'm going to do what I like to call a Draw My Illness. But that one's going to be an ongoing series. And it's going to have the first one's going to be basically a monologue on up to this point. And then like once a week I'm going to put out a video. Once or twice a week I'm going to put out a video on YouTube about that, but it's going to be animated. And that's what's going to be on this channel. As everybody knows, I also have another channel myself. That one's just an art channel on its own right, and that one's just gonna have speed draws. Now, this channel, I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not have monetization. I'm not making money on this. The only things on this channel that might end up eventually getting some form of monetization of any kind. God dang it, Deadpool. Or anything that I pull off of Twitch to place on either channel. Now, I do have a Twitch channel. It's Draw with Sassy. My screen name over there is Sassy Grizz, because I also am the art director for the Steampunk Grizzlies, which is my husband's channel. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Where's my sharpener now? Here it is. My husband runs a gaming channel, gaming group. They go by the Steampunk Grizzlies. I'm Sassy, and then there's other crew members. Some of them are regulars or mods. Others are roommates or friends. Even if they don't come out to the stream very often. Certain people that I live with. The fact that I can still draw this good and my hand hurts. Like, my hands hurt every single day. I'm still amazed every day. I'm amazed every single day. Alright, so that photo blue's all in. Alright. The last step before I scan this is inking. I'm going to be using these two markers right here. I'll probably use a thick liner. I'll probably end up using this one right here, which is this is the pitted artist pen from Faber I love these pens. See? It's super, super teeny tiny tip. You're saying, April, all that pencil. What about that pencil? Well, don't worry about the pencil. The pencil will go away. But what about the blue pencil? Told you I'll take care of it in Photoshop, didn't I? Anyway. I just noticed I missed stuff. Give me a second. Here we go. So, this is a putty eraser. I have a clean one somewhere in the room. I haven't used this one right now. But anyway, if you're wondering the lighting changing, that's because I'm using natural light from the window. And it looks like we're ramping up for our afternoon thunderstorms here in Florida. Here's your one and only warning about Florida. Beautiful place to visit. Beautiful place to visit. I'm not a fan of palm trees, but beautiful place to visit. Never live here. Ever. Unless you're ready to kick the bucket or start a family. The county that I live in, never ever come to it. Ever. Things like a vacuum of death. Especially to natives, by the way, which my husband is one. My hand gets in the way, tough shit. You'll see it later. You know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not monetizing this anyway. I'm just using it for content. Because that's what my channel's lacking right now, is content. Last night, I was watching Jazza's, one of the daily Jazzas, and the question came in, about how, it came in, it basically stated that this person had to stop doing commissions because he started hating art. or not liking the grind of art, and take it back a step. And he asked Jazza how he feels about that stuff, what he thinks. And what Jazza said, I kind of agree with, and then I kind of don't. The part that I agree with is his viewpoint on work. You have to love what you do. You have to find that one thing that you love to do and make that your career, and do that for the rest of your life. Because a career that feels like fun, it's kind of like exercise. If you don't like to exercise, you won't do it, because it's something that seems tedious. It seems laborious. And you don't have the willingness that you would want to do it. It's just not there. So, in turn, if you love what you do, then you'll do it for the rest of your life. I love art. I love to draw. I love creating. I love making stuff. I love the fact that my artwork makes other people smile. You have never seen a bigger smile on my face than when somebody looks at a piece of my artwork and says, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then it's like amazed, like stunningly amazed that I drew it. You know? You guys know what I mean? I know I'm probably not talking to anybody. But it's nice to think that maybe somebody will stop in eventually. You know? The blue squiggles will go away. Especially since I did those in pencil. Or there's pencil marks underneath. And I'm sorry that I'm turning it all over the place if it's a little bit jarring for you guys. But I'm just trying to get the pivot of my wrist, so then that way I'm not leaving a lot of sketchy lines. Got that little bit left there. I'm not going to trace out the squiggles. Those are just to indicate shadow and light for me anyway. But like I was saying, if you don't like doing it, you won't do it. And that's how most people are. Most people are like, if you don't like it, then you ain't doing it. I'm that way. I know I am. If I don't find it interesting or fun, I don't want to do it. I don't exercise. Why? Because I haven't found the funnest way I've ever found to exercise, and it actually worked for me. The only reason I didn't keep it up is because I got to the end of the video game and I'm like, what now? And that was the Zumba video games. Like, if I would have gotten another Zumba video game and kept going and going and going, I'd probably be a lot thinner right now. I probably wouldn't be in such bad condition. And that's the truth. Anyway, so this is the inked out final render. This is going to go into my scanner, okay, which is right down here. I gotta move stuff, but I'm going to switch you guys over to my, I'm going to switch you over in a camera view, to my screen, so you guys can see this. And you guys don't have to see my garbage. And then, I'm gonna scan. I am gonna scan this into the computer. Let me see here. What is plugged in? This is headphones, right? Yeah. Dang it. This is headphones. This is camera. Well, I don't need the camera right now because I'm not even on a camera view. Am I? Gotta love that lag. There we go. Actually, I only need it for a second, and my tablet is off, so I can take the dangle out for just a second. God dang it! Put that dangle over there. Yeah. So we're gonna scan this, into the computer. And take it and stick it on my scanner. And you guys will actually be able to watch me do the process now. Alright, and I'm gonna move you guys over here. Actually, I'll just leave you guys there for a second. Shrink it down. See, here's the pictures that I used. That one right there. And then that Campbell soup thing. Those are the images that I used. Okay. Okay. So that way you guys don't see everything. I can't see chat right now because I haven't flipped it over. So hold on a second. There we go. What's this? Alright. Yeah, it's an old HP scanner. Good old HP. This thing is older than dirt. I got it from my mother for free. Okay, here's a little tip that I've learned from going to school. Okay. Don't scan your images at a high resolution. Here's why. Okay, you can always go up, but you can always go down in resolution, but you can never go up. So if you scan your images at a low resolution, they can't bring. If people steal your images, they can't bring up the resolution so it looks extra pixelated. So they usually shy away from the lower resolutions. If you scan your images and you leave everything at a high resolution, you are 9 times out of 10 gonna have your images stolen. Okay, I don't go anything higher if I'm uploading to the web. I do not scan anything higher than 150 dpi. Okay, my very lowest is 72. My highest is 150, and even at 150, I'm risky. So we're gonna go ahead, hit preview. We do this so then that way we can make sure that the image can be cleaned up nice and neat and whatnot. There you go. There's my can. We're going to crop this in so then the image is easier to take care of when we get it into Photoshop. Okay. I'm going to take this here. We're going to just leave a little bit of a border all the way around the can. That way we focus in on the can. The can is at its biggest resolution regardless. And then you scan it. We're going to name this DPS, Deadpool Soup. Okay, and I'm going to drag this off over to here. Here in a second. Give me a second. this all gets closed out. Close this out. We can turn this off. Put my dangle back in. For the rest of the time, I'm not going to need my camera. So, there you go. Okay. Now, this is where we move into the super creation phase. That picture right up there at the top, I'm going to turn on my tablet now. Right up here, this one right here on my desktop, we're going to do this. And we're going to go ahead and go down here. We're going to open this in Photoshop. Alright. I love Photoshop. When I first encountered Photoshop, it was during school. Okay? All of my stuff is free because right now I'm going to school. I'm taking courses at the Art Institute online division of Pittsburgh, and they're really good classes and everything. I've not had a problem with them. I mean, if I need anything, I call and it's taken care of within a day or so. But yeah. So. There we go. Now what we're going to do is, we all know that image quite fondly. So, okay, I'm only going to do one version of the image, maybe two at tops, for the stream. So then that way you guys can see that I created all of the color matchings and the aesthetic, the outgoing aesthetic, you know. I will be posting on my Facebook, and I'll put all those links in the bottom description to my Facebook and my Instagram. I also have a DeviantArt that I might post this image on, and I'm not gonna make any money off of this stuff. It's just so that I can enter into the contest. So, so first I have to take care of this. That wonderful, ugly, blue line that we have right here. Well, first, you're going to hear me go out for a second, because I have to remember how to do it myself. I have the memory of a bird sometimes. doesn't matter what you name this layer, it's just a duplicated layer. It's not even a big freaking whoop-de-hooty-doo. So we're going to hit OK, and then you have your duplicated layer. Oh my god, my phone is a fussy person. Okay, so this is that. Okay, now I remember. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go down to edit, or go to image. That's right, image, adjustments. And you're going to go down to channel mixer. Okay, and you're going to come up with this funky little doodad right here. Okay, alright, and it adjusts your R, G, and B. Okay, your red, blue, and green. Okay, it also does your contrast and whatnot. Okay, well, right here in output, okay, right here in channel output, they have this, and then in the presets, they have this. This is what's going to help us get rid of this lovely blue line. So you want to go down to black and white with blue filter. And wow! All of a sudden, all the blue lines turned black and white. Okay? You hit OK, and then that takes care of that. Alright. And I want to keep these lines in at least until after I get my base coats of dark and light in. Now, I am going to color this, but I'm also going to be doing what's called a clipping mask. Clipping masks are basically things that you can apply to an image to change either the color, the contrast, or the color and contrast of an image in Photoshop. But first, we need to get base layers down in this can. Darks, lights, things that'll make it look special. So, I'm going to be using a lot of light grays and a lot of light and dark grays. A lot of blacks, light gray, dark grays, so on and so forth. Because a lot of my color work is going to be done via clipping masks. Okay. Now, the main thing you have to remember in Photoshop when it comes to clipping masks is black hides, white shows. Yeah, black hides, white shows. So, basically, if it's white, it shows, I think. Or is it reversed? Trying to remember. It's been so long since I started my beginners on Photoshop. It's so bad. I'm so bad. I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere, though. But I think it's black hides, white shows. Don't quote me on it. Go look up a tutorial on lynda.com on Photoshop, or even on Skillshare, where Jazza happens to have a wonderful course on YouTube. Ding! Shameless plugs. Anyway, I'm an awful person. So yeah, but we're gonna it's gonna be a clipping mask that just goes to this area, like the can in the areas here with the black lines. That's where it's gonna be. Like certain masks are gonna be here, certain masks here, and it's all gonna be different colors. Like, we're going, like, extreme rainbow edition. As you also can see, that the lines here and here are very unvisible. That's because I did that on purpose. I did that in a very light pencil, so I could see it, and only I could see it. And so then that way I could line up my language, or my textography, which I am gonna do in here. And I'm gonna put a bend to it, and it's gonna look really. It's gonna look this project's gonna look smooth and spiffy. So the next thing we want to do is we're gonna want to get rid of these. So I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick, but I'm not gonna save the thing. Okay, you're gonna want to go back up to image. You're gonna go back to adjustments, and this time you're gonna hit layers or levels. Okay, and this you won't. Okay, when you're first starting in Photoshop, you're not going to appreciate this as much as you do as you get a lot. Then when you do get a lot better in Photoshop. Okay. So, right here, you have your super dark, your in between, and your super light. These are your mixers, okay? Your input and output mixers, okay? And you have different output here too. Well, we're going to work in this general boxy area right here. And this is going to help get rid of all of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I like to start with the dark. If I can get, we'll bump this up a little to here. You take it basically to the point where you can't see, and now you take the middle, you pump up the can now, pump up the can now, pump up the can, it, and I kind of like it right about there if I were taking out those lines, okay? But I'm not right now. So, but this is what this does. And as you can see, all of those little gray lines that were in between are now, they're not there. They're gone. So, I'm just saying, when and if you want to get rid of those, you can. It's possible. But I'm going to leave it because they just turned gray. It's actually going to help me where I have to put my darks and my lights. So, and I'm going to pull up my folder image. For this, I am working on other projects too. At current, I am working on projects for my husband and stuff. This is one of the characters I drew from scratch, from the actual base of it, and then I'm working on other characters, and these are photo reference for those characters. And this is my dream, so it's like a dream board. So for the Deadpool, I want this. And if you hear that rustling around in the room a little, that's because I have a small breed dog. Her name is Mama. She's a big pain in my ass. can't next. But you see what I mean. Like, right here, you have that light, that line of light here, and you have the line of dark here, and it goes straight across like that. I did that on purpose. And then you have a little bit of a V right here where there's light right in there, and some of the light goes up into the edges. Yeah, see? Like that. So, and that's what we wanted to do. Now, he also, if you go and check out his channel, he also shows you his coloring process.
Now, if I pick any color and paint it.
Okay?
Templates or presets. So I've actually created 20 custom Photoshop brushes, and this one is my construction pencil. And I actually created it to create the same filling effect that I get when I use my construction pencil in my traditional mediums or in my sketchbooks. So anyways, I just thought I'd point that out in case you're wondering what brushes that I'm using. I'm going to go through, add a little bit of detail with my construction brush to the face, and then of course Bailey and Mark both have some of their signature art supplies around them. So I'm going to do the same and maybe add a digital tablet behind me like my sativa that I use when I travel. And maybe I'll have a stylus next to the tablet, but I won't have a stylus in my character's hand because Mark really is drawing with traditional mediums that might bring outcome. So I might just do a good old classic pencil because I use those too.
And now she's begging. It's not time yet, Mama. Her name is Mama. It's not time. It's not time. If you did good on the paper, I'll take care of it in a minute, baby. But you gotta be patient.
Shrink the body and rotate it a little bit. I'm just at this point trying to make my character fit in with the trio as comfortably as possible. Also trying to make sure that the proportions of my character are similar to those.
Okay, so while I'm away, I'm gonna give you guys something that at least you guys can stare at this for a couple minutes. All right.
Ready for line work. What I usually do for line work is turn down the opacity.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk away for a second because I gotta go check on the dog, and I actually have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. It's okay. All right, Mama, what did you do? stuff. You didn't do anything. Liar. And you know it's not time yet, so shush. Shush you. Shush you, Mama. My dog is being annoying.
Of my sketch, my construction line, and then I select my ink brush, which is my go-to ink tool in my custom Photoshop brush set, and I use this to go over my construction lines throughout my piece. Now this is a process where I'm a bit more refined. I obviously want to take my time and make sure that the proportions of the character that I created in my construction is carefully, looked after and maintained. But at the same time, I also need to make sure that it fits in with the image. And so to do this, I want to make sure I'm using the proper line weight, meaning, as you can see, Mark and Bailey both have a certain line thickness. So I want to make sure my brush is sort of somewhere in the realm of their line thickness, and I'm feeling pretty good about that so far. So I've got decent brush size. And now I'm going to go through and create the line work for my character.
Yeah, just give me a second, guys. But yeah, so now that we've taken care of all of that, give me a second, guys.
Now that I've created the line work, I'm ready to go ahead and paint. So that's the first part of our image complete. I can actually hide my construction line, and all I'm left with is the clean line work of the character. So my first step in creating the painted bit of this digital artwork is to create a new layer. And I'm going to make something called a clipping mask. So to create a clipping mask, all we need to do is on a layer underneath, paint in with a flat silk colour. Usually I go with a sort of mid-grey because it's obviously not black or white, somewhere in the middle, and it's just clear to see where I'm painting this. You could manually go through and colour it in like this, but what I actually like to do is colour close to the edges all around the outline of the image. So not the interior lines, just the silhouette.
Nothing I can do about it, though.
So I've gone around the character and done the outline of the silhouette. And the reason I've done this is now I can select my magic wand, tap in the middle, and I can just select
Okay.
and expand this selection by about 2 pixels. And that just means that
Hold on.
you could manually go through and colour it in like this, but what I actually like to do is colour close to the edges all around the outline of the image. So not the interior lines, just the silhouette lines of the character. So I've gone around the character and done the outline of the silhouette, and the reason I've done this is now I can select my magic wand, tap in the middle, and then I can just go select and modify, expand, and expand this selection by about 2 pixels.
You're being a naughty dog. Yeah, my dog's over here being an asshole. Asshole. But, so let's see.
Now that I've created the line work, I'm ready to go ahead and paint. So that's the first part of our image complete. I can actually
our first clipping mask. Alright? And this is so then that way my colors, so then I don't lose this image. Well, actually I won't lose this image, so I could probably just color in it. And then merge visible. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer under this. Under this copy layer, you're going to go down to this little icon down here in the corner. It's going to create another layer. You're going to want to put that layer under your copy layer. Just grab it and put that layer there. This is going to be your color layer. Okay? So you're going to want to rename that. And we're going to call it shade layer. This is going to be a shade. Because all of these tones are going to be of different blacks and grays. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, since we have a deep red for, if you look at the Campbell's can, okay, right here, you got this super deep red. So, in order to match that, we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go here. I'm going to open with it's going to give me options, Photoshop, hit OK. Alright. Then I'm going to take this as it is. We're going to stick it right over, yeah, we'll stick it over here because it'll be easier. So then that way I can take this tool right here, tap it in there, and it'll give me my color. Alright? Well, in order to match that color to the gray, I have to go over to this. And you go straight over. You see where that is on that scale? Well, you see right over here, this is directly on the opposite side of it. So that would be that color if it was grayed, technically. But we want to go with a deeper gray. So in this grayscale, I am going to go and say Naughty Dog. I'm telling Dad. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm feeling really comfortable about saying that's that color. Maybe not so. We'll go with that. We'll say that's that red color. Okay? And then we want to go into the brush. We want to go into the brush tool. And we're going to find we're going to get the ink brush out. And in this layer here, I'm going to shrink that down a little. In this layer right here, we're gonna go up to your copy layer. We're gonna turn down the opacity. We're gonna go 50%, at least a 50% opacity reduction, more or less. Okay. Then you're gonna go back down to your shading layer, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna go all over. And it doesn't matter if it goes a little over. Sometimes it helps me to do this. You go into view and you go 200, and it'll bounce it right up to where you pretty much need it. Right here. And some people like to color it all the way in by itself, but what I like to do, and I kind of picked this up from Jazza, is I like to go around just the outside layers, just like so, with a very large pen, like a pen brush, almost like a marker brush. And you can erase this stuff on the outside when you're done. You're not going to hurt the line work because you're doing it on another layer. And then I'm going to take the eraser real quick. Now I'm going to prove it to you. See, look. No harm. No harm, no foul. Right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to go get this lovely little tool right here, which is called your magic wand. You're going to tap it right in there. You're going to go to select. And then you're going to go to modify. And then expand. You expand it by like 1 to 2, depending on how fat you done painted in your silhouette line. I'm going to go 1. And this is just to make it so I don't have any fuzzy lines in between. Then you're going to go to edit and fill. And you're going to fill it with this color right here. Da-da-da-da. Nice clean fill. And then you're going to go back over to select and deselect that area. And you see, all you have to do now is go over some of the edges where that is. Now I'm going to leave the white on this white, and this is why. If I do go over it with a lighter color, it's going to be super, super duper light gray. So let's see. Let's do a light, super, super duper light gray. Like, this is the lightest of gray I'm going to go. And I'm going to just go all the way around the can. Just all the way around this part of the can. And this is just to give it some depth. That's all it is. It's just depth. You are a big jerk. My dog's, okay, she decided to dig in the garbage. While I'm streaming. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Anyway. So, now I'm going to grab my eraser again. And any edges that I kind of went over, you know, that didn't need to go over. Like that and that. There you go. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Boop. Tap. Select. Modify. Expand by 1%. Edit. Fill. Done. Boom. Select. Deselect. And now you got a nice filled in can. Let's let's go look at we can go with a mid-tone gray. Let's go with that's kind of a scaly gray. And then we're going to go back to the brush. We're going to take down the size just a bit. Now, you're wondering, really? You're only going to do tones of gray? What? Well, because once I merge this all visible, this is all going to be rendered that color. What I want to do is I'm going to do multiples of these. And I'm going to open up multiple tabs. And each tab, I'm going to do a different color scheme. Some of them are going to be very vibrant and bright. Others are going to be not. Now, this is one of those that's not going to be so bright. It might be, it might not be. But I need to make this copy in order to then open it up again and make the original, which will start this whole thing. And I can't color the original until I have a gray version. So I have to do the gray, then I have to do this. Quickly clean up. And then boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Actually, let's go back to the brush real quick. We'll just select. I'll just finish this off real quick. Steely ass gray. Right there in the corner. this layer, we're going to do the Deadpool symbol. Okay, and Deadpool's going to have different, this is the base level. Okay, so we're going to name this base. And then I'm going to do another stage and another stage and another stage. And then I'm going to merge everything visible. And it should have all the tones and shading that I need. So, alright. So this base layer right here, we're going to go in and we need to look at images, and we realize that this is a light gray, like that super duper light gray that I used from before. So we're going to go in here. Most of this is just going to be selecting areas now. Small enough area, I'll just do it by hand. It just seems easier. It's one. Edit. Back step. Right here. And then there's that. Those are colored in. And then we're going to go back to that super dark gray. Yeah. Edit. Back. Edit. Okay. And then we're going to go into these edges. Right here.
also running on fumes right now too, guys. I'm kinda hungry. So I've got hunger brain right now. You know, that brain you get that tells you you should eat, but you're not going to. You're doing something important. There we go. And he selects. There you go. And then let's look at the picture. We can go, and everything else is that red color, which I said was the deeper gray. And then actually I could probably go a little lower, a little darker on this one. So let's go. We're gonna go with that. And if you're wondering what brushes I'm using, this is Jazza has his own store. He sells brushes and tutorials and models and stuff like that. And this is his brush kit. And this is his I think it's his ink brush at a number 7. Yeah. So now if you leave messages, and matter of fact, if you leave likes on this video, anyone leaves a like on this video, if I can get 50 likes on this video, and yeah, I know it's kind of clickbaiting me to do this, but If I can get 50 likes on this video, I will come back. I will do the different colors, and I will let you guys pick some colors. Like I'll do a skill. I'll do a Oh God, what you call it? Yeah, I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll and let you guys pick colors to make. Where's my color picker? Color picker. There. Thin brush. There it is. Go. Then let's look at the picture again. Yeah, I can go a dark color. I'll use the fine liner. Put the light color on his eyes. And then okay. There's that. And then let's see. Okay, we need a super light gray and fine liner 01. We're gonna go way in. View. In. No, not out. In. try to find a way to bring this in. File, open, more, open. Okay. So we'll do light first and then dark. So let's do light shading first. I think my battery's low here. Getting low. So, just like me, my tablet is getting hungry. Let's see. Light shading. And we're going to bring this down. About a 7. And then right up here in this V, you see this V right here? I'm just going to hard to see, guys. But if you really look at it, you can see the layers are lightening. And since the light's clinking like right there, I'm going to bring my light source on the can right about here too. I'm going to bring this back up to about there. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do this brush. We're going to go in and do a dark shading brush. Right about there. So now, alright, so now that we've got all of our different shades and colors and layers in, I'm going to turn off my background. Alright? You see all of this right here? From here, we're going to hit the shift key. We're going to do that. All these layers lifted up. I'm going to go here. I am going to go merge visible. And all of those layers that I just did are now one layer. There you go. See? So now, there's this layer. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this layer off. And as you see, we still have the original layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this layer again. Okay. And then I'm going to open up new. We're going to go new. And I'm just going to open up a standard 8x10. 8 going to open that up, and then I'm going to go back over to this one. I'm going to grab this and drop it here. And then this is going to be the layer that I do all that other masking stuff on for the true colors. And I want to back up. So edit. And then this one has the gray tones. So we're going to save this the way it is. And I'm going to end the stream here. Now if I get 50... you know what, if I get 25 likes on this video, I will come back and I will do the colored version with you guys. Okay? This one over here is going to be original color. So it's going to be the same color as the can, same color as the symbol I got. Okay? There's no deviation on this one. This one is going to be the different colors. This one right here, if you want me to come back, I need 25 likes, and I will do videos on the remainder cans. So you have to think. There's the base can, which is this guy over here, and then you've got this can here. Which is this can right here. Alright. Excuse me. Because I'm starting to get hungry. I really need to go eat, guys. So, it's been a pleasure. But if you guys want me to come back, I will come back and I will do more colored versions of these cans if you want me to. But you have to give me at least 25 likes on this video. Alright? Alright. I will talk to you later. I hope y'all had a wonderful time. And keep on drawing.